Hola, hola, hola. It's Ayemere Walker here on the Cretan Empire. Sorry, I don't know if it's high enough for you to hear me. Mindless, damn topless. The summer is getting horrible, so it's getting really, really warm. Can't even afford to wear a shirt to do tarot readings anymore. But yeah, hi guys. This is the end of another wonderful week. It's a Friday. We're about to start the weekend, and I hope you guys have had a lot of productivity throughout the week. Progress with your plans, your projects, your job, your business, anything you're up to. Please, you always have to remember to stay blessed and put the light of the creator of the universe in your heart, and it will help you prosper and you always find success. That's the way it's meant to be. No matter how difficult things are in terms of your relationships, and your relationships could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be business, it could be family, it could be friends. Why is this one sticking out? It could be anything. But yeah, I just hope you've had a wonderful week and you're looking ahead to rest and rejuvenate this weekend, because rest and rejuvenation of your energy is very important in order for you to pursue your dreams. But yeah, just like you all, I've had a wonderful week. Every week is a wonderful week, no matter how bad things may get. Every week is a wonderful week. Every day is a wonderful day because you get to wake up and thank your creators, thank your ancestors, thank your spirit guides, thank the universe in general for existing, for being able to breathe, and being able to um, perform duties. Like yeah, it's individually tailored. What your experiences in life are individually tailored. Like you might say, okay, there are people in Africa or Asia that are going through worse than you. There are people that have not been able to eat a 3 square meal, or even eat two meals in a day, or even eat even one of your meal, eat half of it as good. Yeah, you might think of it like that, but then at the end of the day, you have to also remember that your experiences are different from another person's experience. Someone could be in that same Africa or Asia and be living life better than you that is in Europe or in America. Yeah, I mean, so it's regardless. It's just how life is. It's tailored to your experiences. So you have to always be thankful for your experiences, not to compare yours with other people, not to be envious. Because the truth is, imagine, okay, for example, you don't have a car, you don't have a bike, you don't have a motorcycle, you don't have anything. You walk around. If you're looking at the person that has the bicycle, like, oh, I wish I had a bicycle. The person that has the bicycle is looking at someone that has a bike, the motorbike, and saying, I wish I had a motorbike. The person that has the motorbike is looking at someone that has a car, saying, I wish I had a car. The person that has a car is looking at someone that has probably an helicopter or a private jet and saying, I wish I had a private jet. And so on and so forth. The person that has a private jet might wish he had a yacht or even a spaceship like Elon Musk. You know what I mean? Or it could be anything, but as long as you are grateful for what you have got, and you have to remember that fulfillment is most important. Wealth is health, health is wealth. So you're wealthy when you're healthy. You know what I mean? You're healthy and you're also wealthy. That's how it works. It's not the riches of, oh, I've got 1 billion in my bank account, or I've got 1 million in my bank account. I mean, think about it. We're all hearing about the Titanic submarine that five people went under the ocean to go and see the Titanic that sank 111 years ago, and none of them returned. These people were billionaires. Okay, maybe one of them was the son of the billionaire, but the remaining four out of the five were billionaires. They held billions in their bank accounts, but where are they today? They are not alive to say, oh yeah, I'm wealthy. They're dead. They're gone. They moved on. And the people that are alive, that are poor, compared to them, maybe they have millions or thousands, or they don't even have anything. technically they are more wealthy than them because why? They have life. Do you get what I mean? So the life that you've got right now is your wealth, not the amount you've got, not the properties you've got, not the technology you've got at hand. It is your life and how you're able to enjoy it to reach your ultimate fulfillment. Fulfillment mostly comes in different ways. Some people get fulfilled by saying, "No, I've got loads of shoes in my cupboard," or "I've got a car." If you are fulfilled by materialistic things, then you will never actually reach fulfillment because there will always be a better car, there will always be a better shoe, there will always be a better phone. You know what I mean? Even in terms of property like house, there will always be a better property looking better than yours. But if you're fulfilled with like okay, I'm fulfilled with my hobbies. I've learned how to play a guitar, for example, of which I self mastered myself. Like this is me, for example, yeah. This is me. I'm not talking about just example. This is me, myself, Ayemere, for example. Taught myself how to play guitar on my own. It was something I dreamt of for a long period of time. And during my undergraduate studies, I received my student loan, of which is terrifying to think about having to pay that back. But I received my student loan 2 years ago, January, and I ordered for a guitar. And the guitar came with 6 months free lessons. And to be honest, I didn't even do up to a week of the lessons. Most of the lessons that I did, I went on YouTube and I looked at how to play my favorite songs. I looked at how to play the songs that I loved that I knew could be played on guitar. I looked for them on YouTube. I looked for their cover or the tutorial lesson, and I learned how to play from learning the chords to remembering the strings and finally being able to play the song fully. Although, yeah, I'm not a professional. I can't sing along with the strumming, but I can strum like for example James Blunt. I can strum it from the beginning to the end. Maybe not as perfect as the person that created the song, but I can strum it. Um, Before You Go by Luis Capaldi, I can strum that too. Some of Bob Marley's song, I can do that. Also, it's and that gives me fulfillment because I taught myself how to play the guitar. Like that makes me happy. Thinking about it alone makes me happy, and that is something that is not attached to material like food or sex or money. That is just my something that I did for myself to make myself happy. And there are so many other things like playing basketball, for example, is another thing that fulfills me. I've never gone to a basketball training. I'm not saying that I'm NBA quality or even Euro league quality, but I know if I go to the basketball court and they are like, we've got 10 people or we've got 12 people, want to pick five aside, I would definitely be part of the five of any team. That's just how it is. Like because I had passion for it and I feel fulfilled. Every time I go to the basketball court, just bouncing the ball around and shooting the ball alone makes me happy. And the sweat, there are times when I've spent up to 3-4 hours on the basketball court. I'm not getting paid. I'm not like Steph Curry and all these people that get millions, but spending that amount of time, I get home, I'm exhausted, but I feel the endorphins in my body, like the happy hormones, and I'm so happy. I feel like yes, I have done something, and I'm happy. I feel fulfilled. And there are so many other things like agriculture, also gardening. But although I don't do gardening now, but there was a time when I used to feel fulfilled from gardening because it's like you're giving life to the earth and watching the plant, your crop or your flower grow from a seed, germinate from a seed to become a full blown flower, plant, anything. The first plant, first thing I planted in my life was beans, and I was so happy. I was probably like 15 years old then or 14, and I was so happy looking at the green leaves. Obviously, I didn't get to harvest anything from them because I was just experimenting. But being able to see the beans grow, I was so amazed. Like, what? Look at it. It looks so beautiful. And that's how you find fulfillment, but not in, oh, I've got this latest clothes or this latest shoe or this latest phone, car, whatever it is, or oh yeah, I've had sex for 2 hours, or or the person I'm having sex with is a model or anything, or I'm eating this sort of food. Yeah, you can feel a bit okay eating food, having sex, blah blah blah. But is it everlasting? It's not going to be like the joy you get from your passion. Yeah, unless if you are passionate about sex, that's a different thing. Then I'll have to ask you if you're a sex worker, a porn star, or something like that. But yeah, I just said let me have a little word of encouragement for anyone watching out there. That you need to always remember that what fulfills you is not the materialistic things that you're going through, because yes, you're going to have losses. Sometimes you go broke, sometimes you have a lot of money, sometimes you might not have relationships, sometimes you have a lot of relationships, sometimes you might not have a job, sometimes you have loads of offers. But that's just how life is. There's always ups and downs, but as long as you keep your karma in the good side, you always receive good from the universe. That's just how it is. But always remember that your fulfillment cannot come from materialistic stuff. It cannot come from the world. It has to come from the things that give you joy, your passion, your inner passion, spending time with your family. That can make you feel fulfilled. Doing your favorite hobbies, like how I love playing my guitar, basketball. I'm a songwriter too. And to be honest, I've started to find joy in acting also. Like it intrigues me when I watch myself perform a role. Although yeah, I've not done professionally, but when I perform a role, I'm like, oh, look at me, I'm able to do that. This, but yeah, I'm not Leonardo DiCaprio or Brad Pitt, but I enjoy that, and those are the kind of things that fulfill you in life. So I just said, let me give a short, um, a few words of encouragement, because just what 12 minutes, I could talk for hours trying to encourage you, but let me just say, give that little for the start of the weekend. But remember to rest and rejuvenate, and prepare yourself for success, prosperity that is coming your way. As much as the losses, the heartache that is going to come, as long as you stay prepared and you always remember that that is not the end of the world. Even death is not the end. There is the afterlife. Like there is more to there. Humanity always fails to remember that the soul is immortal. Yes, this flesh, this body is mortal. It dies off, gets weak. When you get to this a certain age, you are no longer as strong as when you were younger. When you get to a certain age, you cannot perform certain duties that you used to do. You cannot lift a rock like you used to do when you were younger, or whatever you used to do. Maybe you used to do 16 hours of work in a short period of time. Now you have to do it within a longer period of time. It's because that's how the flesh is built to be. But your soul doesn't die. It's immortal. So when you pass on, it goes out in the form of energy, and it returns back to the universe where it came from in the first place. You know what I mean? So always remember that, and don't live life like it is such a difficult thing. Like, oh yeah, everything is based on materialistic stuff. I come from a cultural background that is fulfilled by materialistic stuff. Africans are well known to pursue materialism, but it's because of the suffering that most of them go through. Most of us go through our life without having, we're always seeking, thinking, wanting to be able to find food to eat, or to find shelter, or to be able to have luxury. You get what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's because of that we are where we are, where we are considered undeveloped third world countries. We are not looked upon in a high regard. But if we were to change our mentality and we realize that chasing after this wealth is not everything, then the greed that lies, especially with our leaders, might subside, and we might have a better time developing Africa, especially in the mental sense. I keep telling a lot of my brothers and sisters back home that the biggest problem that Africans have right now is not wealth. Because in terms of wealth, yeah, Africa is the most blessed continent in the world. Like, yeah, South America has more jungles. Australia is more biodiverse with animals. But in terms of collective, when you talk about plants, humans, animals, natural resources, Africa is the most blessed in total of all the continents. But we have the poorest people in the world. It doesn't make sense. It's because of the mental, the way we think, the way they think over there is not towards oh, let me find fulfillment in my passion. No, they find fulfillment in materialism, altruism, me, myself, and I, my family. But at the end of the day, you forget your family needs to work with other families in order to gain that prosperity or in order to keep that prosperity. So, what if the other families decide to go against you? Then you can't keep it. You know what I mean? So, all those kind of things are what we need to try and achieve as human beings in society, to chase fulfillment, but not in a materialistic sense, but in a passionate sense, in the sense of let me give something back to society, let me give something back, not just collect, let me give something back. Like learning how to play the guitar, yes, it is my own skill, but if anybody was to say, oh, come and teach me, I can't do that. Or come and play it for me, I can't do that. And that, in a sense, is giving back. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh yeah, I want to get money, I want to get shoes. Yeah, you get the shoes, but the shoes is only you that is going to wear it. The phone is only you that is going to use it. The money is only you that is expected to spend it. The car is only you that is meant to drive it because your insurance says you're the only one that is able to drive it, unless you put someone else. But when you do something like spend time with family, you're giving back. Even playing basketball, yeah, technically it is my own skill, but I get to play it with other people in community and we have fun. We laugh. Even when we budge each other around, we fall around, hey, what's wrong with you? We're still socializing. That is still giving back to society. So if you want to look for things that fulfill you, look for things that in a sense gives back. Yes, you are gaining something, but you're also giving back at the same time. That's how society should work. You know what I mean? But yeah. Um so let me just give that those forms of inspiration for the weekend, and do a little tarot reading to check the energies for my subscribers and watchers, viewers, listeners, all of you that I love so much with all my heart. I love you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the quick inspiration. Let's jump into the reading. Okay. Okay. Show me the images for the weekend. Please show me the images for the weekend. Please show me the images for the weekend for my. Okay, we start with wisdom. Please show me the images for the weekend for my listeners, subscribers, cross watchers, all my beautiful, wonderful people. My hamster seems to be having so much fun in his cage. There it is. But yeah, back to the main thing. Please show me images for my viewers, subscribers, listeners, cross watchers. Please show me the energy. Okay. Let's go one more. Ooh. And at the bottom of the deck, new beginnings, accelerated motion, light, love begins, fulfillment of wishes, positive movement forwards, foundation and achievement. Okay. So this is how it came out at the bottom of the deck. Spread it out like this. For our chakra. The crown chakra. Wonderful. So we'll start with the wisdom card. Obviously, just like what the card looks like, it talks about wisdom, like becoming more intuitive towards what you already know. Like there's this Greek psych philosopher and sociologist that said something about there are different types of knowledge or different ways at which humans learn or know things. One, it is inbuilt in you, and another, you technically learn it through your experiences. But wisdom is mostly usually things that are kind of like inbuilt in you, things that you just know out of your soul. And these are things that are mostly intuitive. When you follow your gut feeling and you say, okay, yeah, I want to go left instead of right, I want to go right instead of left, I want to go for this instead of that, it's following your wisdom. So this card is telling me that you are most likely going to be following your wisdom throughout the weekend and towards the next week that is coming. And this is the energy you are either in or going into at the moment. Now, there's the discontent and boredom, which could which senses to me, or which says to me that you are spending a lot of time on your own right now, spending a lot of time with yourself, like myself, who is a hermit. And the wisdom card actually does sometimes remind me of like hermit, being a hermit. You know what I mean? But because most times, in order to find wisdom, true wisdom, you don't find it usually in other people, you find it in yourself. And in order to find it in yourself, you have to spend some time on your own or with yourself. And in order to spend time on your own, you can't be around other people that are going to influence your energy or your way of thinking. So, this card is telling me that you might be spending a lot of time with yourself. Maybe you're currently doing that, or you're about to go into the energy where you're spending time with yourself. But you have to focus on not feeling discontent and bored. Not letting, because they say an idle mind, a bored mind, someone that is bored has an idle mind. An idle mind is the workshop of the devil, which means that when you are idle, when you don't have things that you're thinking of that are going to fulfill you or ignite your passion, you're going to get discontent, and this could lead to thoughts that lead you down a path where you're thinking, oh, this is not going to work, or this is going to be bad, or this. So if you follow your wisdom, I'm guessing you are most likely going to come out at the other end and not be distracted by the discontent, by the boredom that you're going through. Now, the awareness card is mostly about intuition, being aware, following your gut feeling, just like the wisdom. So, if you combine your intuition with your wisdom, which is still interconnected, you can overcome this discontent and boredom. It's just how it's meant to be, because ahead you've got new beginnings coming, and it's coming in a very fast motion, in an accelerated motion, and it's going to come in with light, which is the happiest card in the deck. I know I keep saying this every single week, but the light is the happiest card in the deck. It represents the sun in the traditional tarot card, which is the happiest card in the deck. What could be happier than having the sun in your life, like being happy? So, with this awareness, with this wisdom, you're moving forward to a new beginning, which is coming really fast and is going to give you happiness. And it also says love begins, fulfillment of wishes, positive movement forward, and foundations and achievement. So, as long as you use your wisdom well and you follow your intuition, you're going to overcome this discontent and boredom. And you've got new beginnings, whether it's a new project, it's a new relationship, new friendship, or you just want to spend time with family and friends. You got a new project, you got a new session, school, whatever training that you're going through, you're going to find love in it. This love begins, sometimes can also reflect passion. It can also reflect starting a new relationship with someone or a new venture. But then you're going to find fulfillment of your wishes in it. And it's a very positive movement forward, because in this direction that you're moving, you're going to find your achievements. You're going to build your foundations and achievements there. So it's a new beginning that's coming for you. It's coming real fast and it's coming with happiness. So just remain aware of your wisdom and don't allow the discontent and boredom to overcome you. Now the crown chakra came out, and as you can see here in this awareness, the pineal gland is located in the head, in the brain, in that region of the body. And that is what activates your awareness the most. Yeah, they say follow your gut feelings. Yeah, the reason why they say your gut feeling is because your gut is directly connected to your brain. Like, if your gut is not okay, you're not going to feel, your mood is not going to be okay. And I know I say this a lot, but it's just the facts. So, and the way you, some people say the way you eat is the way you think. Yeah, I mean that's why they say gut feeling. But at the end of the day, what makes you go through decisions is not just your gut, it's your brain itself, where the pineal gland is. That's where your awareness, your intuition. That's where your endorphins are released. That's where adrenaline is released. That's where your survival skills come from. Your awareness, your brain. So if you use your wisdom, which is also located in your brain, or that's where you activate it, that is where your crown chakra is based. So it's telling me that you most likely need to work on your crown chakra and try and limit things that make you feel discontent and bored, so that you do not go down a slope whereby you are not feeling like, oh yeah, I'm going to get my new beginnings and I'm not going to be happy. It's because of the discontent and boredom. But if you stay aware of your thoughts, you clear your crown chakra by meditating, listening to music that uplift your mood, doing things that give you fulfillment, like spending time with family, doing a hobby that makes you happy, and also eating well. All these things are going to improve your crown chakra, make you more aware, and also your wisdom, and you can overcome this discontent and boredom. So yeah, that is the reading for the weekend. Just remember that all the wisdom you need in this world lies in you. It resides in you. Oh, sorry. I meant to put this here. But yeah, it resides in you, and you don't need to seek it with anyone else. Uh, Hi. But yeah, so that's the reading for the weekend. That's the energies that I'm picking up for the weekend, and I just want to finish up by saying, remember that the universe loves you, your creators love you, your ancestors, your angels love you, and they want you to be happy. In order for you to be happy, you need to be fulfilled, you need to feel joyful, you need to feel happy. So enjoy spending your time in the sun, in blessed places, in doing things that you find passion in surrounding yourself with things that make you happy, like your family, friends, your lovers, your partners, anything at all. Doing things that make you feel grateful to be alive, that make you to realize that yes, there's more to life um than what would I say, than chasing after materialistic goals, or chasing after materialistic things that will never make you happy. You know what I mean? So as long as you remember that, and you chase after your actual dreams and not dreams that are just foreshadowed by thoughts, you'll be okay. So please remain blessed and remember that I love you, and your creator loves you, and everyone in the universe.